Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you, thank you. Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I will call this meeting to order. Welcome, fellow Tostmaster and esteemed guests. It's my pleasure and pleasure to welcome you to the TNE Tostmaster Club. As President, I'd like to recognize any guests we have today. I think our guests today is many guests today. Do we have anyone in guests today? Each of your hand. Newcomer. The first time. Show your hand. Nothing. I think I'm older. I can't remember the number. Yes. Thank you again for attending our meeting today. Today we have three speakers. Three speeches, and we hope everyone will participate in the meeting roles on the different topics. Let's start this meeting by having our Tostmaster for today. Come to the podium, please welcome Eugene Agarpaisan. Please give him a big hand.
Mr. President, fellow leaders, Toastmasters, guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to welcome all of you to the Toastmasters meeting again. And I'm sure that at every meeting we will learn something, at least something, that can improve ourselves for our next assignment. Not only at the meeting, but you can apply the benefits of Toastmasters at work, on your daily life. You will improve yourself, become a better communicator and leader that will benefit not only yourselves, but your organization, your community, your country, and the world at large. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, I feel that this room, the atmosphere is so great, and especially our President called a meeting to order today exactly right on time. 30 seconds before the schedule. Give him a big round of applause. Congratulations. And of course, today actually we have guests, but our guests look very permanent. They seem to be our members today. And I would like to say that the one just on my right, my young friend. Yes, my young friend, that is the distinguished Tostmaster Arun. Don't talk about his age, he is forever young. Of course, next will be one of my beloved friends, whom I love so much since he joined Toastmasters long before. And when he came to Toastmasters, I regard him as part of the Toastmaster blood. That's so important. This person is none other than I would like to call him distinguished Tostmaster Bachar. Actually, we call him Vishwana now, right? And of course, ladies and gentlemen, every time there will be someone to come up and explain word of the day. And who is that person? Tostmaster right? Tostmaster you are welcome. Please come forward.
Good afternoon, Mr. Tostmaster of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am going to talk about the word of the day. The word that I choose today is delegate. This word in form of verb is meaning to give part of your work, power, or authority to somebody. Normally, when your leader needs to give some work to you, they will usually use the word called assign. That has a meaning like putting example, she must delegate duty so as to free herself for more important tasks. The meaning is she must give their duty to somebody that able to instead with her. Thank you for your attention, and now is a time to back Mr. Tostmaster.
Wow, new member, new blood. Let them make Tostmasters grow to another horizon. Congratulations. And of course, as the Toastmaster of the day, normally the Toastmaster of the day is like the MC. So the Toastmaster of the day will not evaluate anyone. We will have the team of evaluations. The evaluators will come up and give evaluation later. So the duty of the Toastmaster is to carry on with a good transition. This is very important, the transition between the program. So one day, one of you will be the Toastmaster of the day, coming up doing as an MC. And of course, next will be somebody who is going to share certain things, probably a quotation, idea, thoughts, or whatever. And today we have one Toastmaster who is going to express thought of the day, Tostmaster Chair, please.
Good afternoon, Mr. Tostmaster of the day. When nothing is sure, everything is possible. The line of people we hang on the uncertainty. We will know that tomorrow we will have opportunity to do what we want to do. There are many uncertainties of life, such as the future, destiny, dream, or even love. People never know what will happen is on the future. The future may also cause unexpected things with our own, so we should to do all that meaningful. Every minute counts. Don't waste your time. Fact many pay a tip on us. Today good a look, but tomorrow is uncertain. In the world there is nothing certain. A dream we may not be in what we dream. It was of heart that will have everything, but we can to think always happy. Love is the same. When love is misery, to love someone is not happy. But to me, it may not be as happy or distorted. Our lives are uncertain, maybe good, maybe bad, maybe a mixture of happiness or pain. But what happiness, what remember, as a life lesson. Make today the best no matter what happiness. Many things are no fixed. Some people look good, but there may be many more who look that bad. Some many people that yes, but there may be many people that is not dependent on the individual experience. Very different opinions, so nothing really definite. Thank you so much.
Wow. I do believe that the TRD Toastmasters Club will be not only number one in Thailand, but worldwide. Congratulations to our new Toastmaster Chair. And of course, next will be a very exciting one. Sometimes I say for this session, if somebody has the heart disease, I always say this: be ready, keep yourself calm. Because sometimes if you laugh too much, you have the heart problem because it's so exciting. And one person who is coming to manage this program is none other than Tostmaster J. Welcome.
Good afternoon, fellow Tostmaster and welcome guests. It's my pleasure to take this role again. I would like to say table topic session is the session that provides the opportunity to practice our thinking and speaking skill. Because when you were asked to respond to questions, you will have a very short time from receipt to this lecture to prepare your answer. That's why we call impromptu speech. Today I have 5 questions to ask all of you. Normally I will give the opportunity to a member and guest who has no assignment today. To answer the questions, I will choose a member to come up and give 2 minutes answer. At 1 minute, the green side will be shown. The green side will be shown like this. And at 1 minute and 30 seconds, the yellow side will be shown. And at 2 minutes, the red side will be shown. That means your time is up. However, if you cannot finish your answer, you will have another 30 seconds to wrap your answer. For better understanding, each question will ask twice, so please listen carefully. Today, our questions will be cultural questions to get know more you guys. Number 1, do you prefer dogs or cats and why? Do you prefer dogs or cats and why? Okay, please welcome Tiam Kun.
I prefer cat because whether cat make us feel happy at sea. Thank you.
Next questions. Who are 2 people in your life that inspire you and why? Who are 2 people in your life that inspire you? Why? Any friends here? Who are 2 people in your life that inspire you? Can be a member in your family, your teacher, or maybe your boss. Please welcome CM2.
For your question, very easy. I think do not come is okay. Just kidding. For me, my answer is my boss. My boss is correct to manage our job and to control many people in my organization. My boss is a man. He is good looking. He is smart. And then when he action in the meeting, I love him because that his answer is very clever, I think, and he can hear about everything. Is a big problem. I love him. Thank you very much.
And it is our 3rd questions. Where is your last trip that you went on? Where is your last trip that you went on? Please welcome to Tina.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jima. The last is I favorite the South Thailand. I visit Krabi. You know Krabi. Krabi have a sea beautiful in the village. Muslim. I can make both Padang Desa and I like because it's very, very beautiful. Thank you.
And the fourth one is, what is your favorite drink? Please welcome TM Ongค่ะ
Good afternoon. My name is Nanchuan. My name is Ong. My favorite drink of bubble milk tea. And eat bubble milk tea every day. Because it's so sweet. And buy it from Kanku, 35 baht. The last year I go to Taiwan and used to eat bubble milk tea. It's very delicious. Thank you.
I also like milk tea too. And our last question is, how do you relax after hard day of work? How do you relax after a hard day of work? Relax. Please welcome TM Ong.
Good afternoon, everybody. After hard work, I'm going to run every day for sorry. the line is kind of very long days for me. I love running. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have fulfilled my duties. Back to our Mr. Tostmaster of the day.
Yes, this is the program. Be prepared because for the table topics, normally we say we don't have time to prepare. Actually, every day we prepare a lot. The only thing that when we get a question, we have to think it before giving the answer. That's all. So don't worry. All of you have taken the challenge because the table topic session prepared for us to build our self-confidence. And then the next time, when we faced with a certain question, even at work, we will be ready for it. So congratulations to all the respondents and our table topics master. Probably yesterday I talked too much. Today my voice is half gone. It's okay. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, in Toastmasters, one of the most important session is prepare speeches. Because sometimes when we are going to give a presentation at work, we need to prepare ourselves well. But how to prepare it? That we can learn from Toastmasters. And after the preparation, a lot of people say, oh, I have prepared it, then I can speak well. It's not sure for that, unless we practice. That's why Toastmaster is an arena for all of us to come up and practice. When we make a mistake today, don't worry. We go back and prepare it again and come back to deliver another speech, and then we will be successful. So be ready all the time. Even if you are not giving the speech today, don't worry about that. Because you are the listener. You look at people who are speaking, you say, oh, this point is so good, next time I will do it like him or her, or even be better. If that person did it not so well today, also don't worry. Say, oh, next time it is my turn. I try to avoid doing that. That's why we can learn faster. And of course today, we have altogether 4 speakers, right? 3 speakers. We have speaker number 1, Toastmaster Mak Miao, right? Where are you, Mak Miao? Yes. Now, Toastmaster not speaker number 2. Are not here. Okay. So we will have the second speaker will be Toastmaster Act. Yes. And then the third one will be Toastmaster Pride. Yes. Well, you got that I introduce myself, and also Toastmaster Pride give the topic under project number 2. Yes, that is social charitable danger. Wow, what's that? We can listen to her later. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we going to start Toastmaster Mak Miao project number 1, I would like to have our DTM, future DTM, yes, Bajaj, please read the objective.
Project number 1, the icebreaker objectives are to begin speaking before an audience, to discover speaking skills you already have and skills that need some attention. Time 4 to 6 minutes.
Wow, thank you very much, Bajaj. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the speaker. Please welcome Toastmaster Mak Miao.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is or you can call me Miao. I am 75 years old. I live in Paranihom, Chile, always with grandma. I graduated with a vocational certificate from Eastern Technology College in the field of accounting. Now, I am studying bachelor degree. My faculty of political science, major in public administration, Montauban University, and it is my last term. I am a Chinese as Bureau of Finance now, at the Finance Office in position of Accuracy Officer. I have a cat. He is my best friend. His name is Tiger, and he is a Thai cat. I think he is very happy, and I am very happy to be with it at home. I like Winnie the Pooh because it looks like me. My favorite color are green and yellow because it is like neutral and looks comfortable. The yellow color means looks like a Winnie the Pooh. I don't like dancing and don't like doing exercise. I often spend my holiday watching Korean series and listen to music. I like Korean investigative series and The Doctor Line. I like the Titanium Man and the 2P Southside because I think he goes and to put the hip hop industry. My motto is making my grandmother stay with me for a long time. I want grandma to be happy and raise her to wait and see my successful mission about being a government official, and I will try my best to succeed as in Texas. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster of the Day.
Yes, first time speaker. I'm not going to give the evaluation because which one I will be giving the evaluation during the general evaluation session. Anyway, I would like to say as a new member, she looked very relaxed, maybe very excited in Thai, I don't know. But when she smiled, make us feel happy. Congratulations. And of course, now coming to the second speaker. AUT again, please make sure I pronounce it. Your name, right. We have to make sure. Before our speaker going to speak, normally we will ask the evaluator to read the objectives. But today, since it's the same speech under the icebreaker project number 1, so it need not to be repeated for the objectives. DTM Arun will be giving the evaluation to Tostmaster Art. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Tostmaster Art.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Let me introduce myself. My name is Achara Kiti Palo, or you call me At. I'm 31 years old. I graduated with bachelor degree in communication art, branch of journalism. I have one older sister and one older brother. My hometown is An Thong. I came Bangkok to work since 2011. Now I work for the supply, pharmacy and vehicle subdivision from Bureau of Finance. I have a cat. She is grey and white. Her name is Pearl. At home An Thong. And at home Bangkok, I feed the stray cats. When they are hungry, we wait for the house in morning and evening. I like going to natural attraction, hiking, because feel excited and challenging, tired but happy. I have been ดอยหลวงเชียงดาวดอยหลวงตากดอยทูเลม่อนตุย and ลำคอง Nation Park. My hobby is watch the series sci-fi, horror and crime. My top 3 favorite series. Number 3, 13 Reasons Why. Number 2, Stranger Things. And number 1, Breaking Bad. Have all 5 seasons to watch to very end. I feel born with challenger a lot. I impressed with Bryan Cranston performance. I love indie rock music. My favorite band is Arctic Monkey. I wish they perform concert in Bangkok. The goal you have in mind. I want to be government official before 35 years old. I hope so. Thank you.
I don't know whether the weather is cool today or not, but most speakers for the first time, their hands are very full. Yes, it's the same, everyone. But when you started speaking, I feel that you have the fire within. Congratulations. And of course, now we come to the last but not least important speaker under project number 2. So may I have Future DTM Vishwanath to read the objectives.
Project number 2, organize your speech. Objectives are select an appropriate outline which allows listeners to easily follow and understand your speech. Make your message clear with supporting material directly contributing to to that message. Use appropriate transitions when moving from one idea to another. Create a strong opening and conclusion. Time 5 to 7 minutes.
Yes, thank you. Yes, for the benefits of our new members, project number 1 is 4 to 6 minutes, and project number 2 and above, there will be 5 to 7 minutes. So 5 to 7 minutes, how to show the sign. When it is 5 minutes, when the timer will show the green sign. Yes. And then when it's 6 minutes, it will be the yellow sign. And when it is 7 minutes, there will be the red sign. I would like the timer to hold the sign when it's 7 minutes, red, and then you put it, let the speaker know that is 7 minutes, and then when it's 7 minutes 30 seconds, just good. Or then you will quieten the speaker, just show that it's over time. That's all. And of course, our speaker, are you ready? Who is that? Oh yes, are you ready? Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our speaker on social terrible danger, Tostmaster Prime.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today I would like to talk about social terrible danger. In present, social is a very powerful and influential because it can affect a large group of people, spacious and fast. But do you know, when there are advantages, there must be disadvantages because there are many terrible dangers that come with social. Social is a place or people can easily public information. Must be careful. Sometimes the information may not be true. There are people intend not good to many people with to benefit from posting story of author. Various terrible danger occur to users such as 1. Facebook depression syndrome. Found that using Facebook too much could undermine the satisfaction of living. Because when we visit Facebook or friends, they may have various interesting activities such as travel or up status that get better position or have a better quality of life. We may be too close or we may be too close or sell that our life are not as successful as expected, or that we don't go to a party to have fun with friends. We may depression when seeing other people life happily. 2. Sleep taking is a symptom of sending message. That is, many people send message regularly. At that time, when there is a warning signal, that is still send your way, still trying to answer the message. Sometimes does not know what to answer causing problems for health because of insufficient rest. 3. Eye photo. If people use social or computer for a long time, we may look at and use the eye for a long time. In the cause of eye photo, the first symptom is to see image as red stain, similar to cobweb, causing eye pain and abnormal eyesight. At present, it is found that Thailand has more than 40 million eye photos. Normally, this disease is caused with elderly, but nowadays, teenagers or working age are already suffering from the disease because they use too much eye. Social addiction is considered a symptom of mental because we can force ourselves to use social. Using social correctly will benefit from user as well. Therefore, we must have a practice in using social includes self-discipline is the important discipline in terms of time. If we can control the time to use social equality, it will be a good protection for social problems, and we will be able to fully benefit from social. Where there is useful in the follow-up of new is a large knowledge warehouse can serve freely and easy, living state with entertainment and practicing experience on day on. Thank you to you.
You can be the delegate to the UN. Yeah, yes, okay, give a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the way that we practice and be ready for our work anywhere in our life. And of course, I'm so proud of all the new rising star of this club. And of course, now it's time for the evaluation session. Tostmasters, as I always say, that has been surviving up to now simply and solely because of its evaluation system. That is this unique evaluation system, constructive, positive, and creative. And of course now today, we have the general evaluator being not imported. He's born in Thailand, and this guy been here for a few months with your club. Please welcome him, BTF Thaisan. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, for the evaluation, the most important thing in our meeting is about the time. So today, we have the timekeeper. Are you ready, our timekeeper? Are you ready to give the report now? So ladies, Toastmaster fun, right? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our timekeeper, Tostmaster 1.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Mr. Conductor, for offering. As a timer, my role is to remind our speaker how much time they spend on their speech so that we will run this meeting on time. Here is my tomato report. For table topic, 2 minutes is the maximum time allowed for each
by TM2. 50 seconds. Question no 3. Answer by TM Tima. Spend 48 seconds. Question 4. Answer by TM on 30 seconds. Question no 5. By TM Tam. Spend 30 seconds. For request, spend TM Manual. Spend 240. TM at spend 3 minutes 4 seconds. 3 TM by spend 5 minutes 51 seconds. Thank you.
Very smooth, smoother than silk, because no one from Thai Airways. Like, that's well done. And the only thing, don't forget when we say 1 minute 30 seconds, make sure that 1 minute 30 seconds, 4 minute 30 seconds, for 1 minute, normally we won't say for 1 minute, we'll say 4 minutes 1 second. 4 minutes 1 second. That will be our report. Give her another big round of applause. And of course, now it is the evaluation time. I would like first to deal with the first speaker, who will be evaluated by our teacher DTM Vishwana. Please welcome you.
Mr. General Evaluator, welcome guests, fellow members, especially Tostmaster Mamio. I hope I pronounced your name right. Well, it's the first speech, and I must say that I was very impressed by the first speech. Because when I joined Toastmasters many years ago, I'm quite not so young, maybe not as old as Vivian Machanaru, but I find that people were more nervous in those days. Maybe nowadays people are less nervous and more confident. So I didn't see any nervousness. That's one part I really like. I don't know, inside maybe we are all nervous. They say it's normal to be nervous when we give a speech. Even the politicians, they say actually nervous, but somehow we say we have like butterflies in our stomach, but we make them go in a good formation. So I saw a very good, very smoothly given speech. You came up, had a good smile, greeted the audience, good afternoon, very relaxed. And in an icebreaker speech, first speech is basically to introduce ourselves. So we don't need the information from anywhere. We don't need the information from Google, for example, because all the information is within us. We have to talk about ourselves, where we came from, which you gave us a lot of information from where you came from and what you're studying and what your goal is. And I understand you're an accountant. And you have a good humor also. You told us some funny things that you like. Winnie the Pooh. And you also mentioned that you don't like to exercise. So it's a good humorous information to give everybody something funny about you. As a first speech, even you were reading most of the time, it is okay because we can keep notes. Eventually when we go to more and more speeches, we can just be natural and speak from your mind. But for the first speech, it's absolutely fine. I only recommend that if you just look up at the audience a little bit more, have a little bit more eye contact, I recommend that. And maybe you could give us some more information about what your goals are, something more about your future. Because the speech, I believe, was 2 minutes 40 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. So it could be a little bit longer. But all in all, I had a very good feeling and very good it feels that you connected with the audience, especially with the humor and joke style that you had. Congratulations, you broke the ice, and I look forward to hearing your next speech.
Well, congratulations, Tostmaster Mamio. Be prepared for your next speech. Congratulations. And of course, I normally at the general evaluator, I will not touch much on the speaker, but on the personal evaluator. Since the evaluator is my teacher, I would like to say that, and then when he evaluates, I would like to say during his time, it's quite different. Like, I thought the teachers were horribly strict, and that's why that made us more nervous. Yeah, nowadays things seem to be open, then all of these seem to be like active and proactive. In the past, it's quite difficult, right? Yeah, if you are too proactive, you get problem. And of course, now it's quite different. I would like to say that Bajaj give the encouragement to the speaker. This is what we do in Toastmasters. Because every time, when the speaker learns something and then will improve the weakness and then strengthen what already he or she has. So this is the point. Bajaj, you did it very well. You joined Toastmasters not so long, about 30 over years, I thought. So congratulations, Bajaj. I always call him Bajaj, even now we call him, a lot of people call him Vishwana. Yes. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, now we come to the second speaker. That is Tostmaster Art. Please join me in welcoming the youngest evaluator in Thailand, Aru.
Mr. General Evaluator, fellow Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen, especially our Toastmaster who deliver project number 1, introduce yourself. Normally, we always have a lot of speakers who deliver project number 1, right? Today we have 2, and every meeting we have it. And I always say that for the objective of project number 1 is to introduce yourself to the audience. The easiest way is to tell about your past, your present, and your future. That's very easy. If you can remember all about your past, how about your family, your education background, or your working experience, and presently now where are you working, and what about your future, what do you like to be. And today our Toastmaster already tell us about that. You tell us about your part where you study, and then we know you're studying, and then at present you are 31 years old, right? And your future, you want to be a government officer when you are 35. That's it. Something very short, but it's very good that I'm very happy to see all the speakers have very well prepared. They have no problem with you bring your note. It's normal, because at the first speaker we do all we do know. To prevent that we start up, we cannot say anything. If you have a note, okay, when you forget, you can look at it. This is normal to everybody. And your time, 3 minutes, 4 seconds, a little bit short. If we have about 2 pages of your paper, and make it more than 4 minutes, 5 minutes. So about your second project, 5 to 7 minutes, prepare a little bit more. Your strong point that you have well prepared. But the part, the area that you need to pay attention is to try to rehearse more, practice more, so that you will feel, when I say that you feel comfortable when you use to speak. For knowledge is normal for everyone. For people who have no experience in public speaking, we already feel nervous. Now, I just would like to say that for your second speech, just try to prepare for 5 to 7 minutes, a little bit longer. That's what I congratulate you.
So first of all, I would like to say congratulations to the speaker, Tostmaster Art. Congratulations. Well done. And of course now, Before we move to the last speaker, I would like to first come to the part called Better English or grammar. Yes. Tostmaster 1, please.
Mr. Tostmaster of the day, fellow Tostmaster, friend and guest. Today, we are going to talk about must and have to. We use both must and have to in front of verbs to talk about application. Things that are necessary in natural English, they often have very similar meanings. For example, I must join Toastmasters and I have to join Toastmasters. Those sentences have pretty similar meaning, but that's not always the case. I will explain a while, so let's look more closely at the word have to. My doctor said I have to read. If you go to Russia, you have to get a visa. So we use have to for things are necessary, including laws, and you can't go to some country without visa. You have to get one. With have to, the obligation usually comes from someone else, like a doctor, government, or maybe your boss. And this is where must is sometimes different. Must often suggest that the speaker decide themselves to that is necessary to do something. Here are some examples. First one, I'm putting on weight. I must join a gym. I haven't spoken to my sister this week. I must give her a call. So that must for personal necessity. We can also use must to make recommendation like this. When we go to Thailand, we must try pad thai, that delicious. We sometimes use must in informal notice or rule or an organization. For example, in a hospital site, you might say, visitor must wash their hand before leaving the door. Now look at the negative way to do that. First, don't have to. If you don't have to do something, it's not necessary to do that. But you can if you want to. You don't have to drink alcohol, but you can do that if you want to. You don't have mean it's your choice, but mustn't mean you don't do it. It's necessary not to do it. You must eat meat. You mustn't eat meat, sorry. It gets old. In other words, don't eat meat. That's so. It could make you ill. Passenger must not talk to the driver while the bus is moving. So that very, very strict to do when we talk about bus. So we have to follow. When that when we told you must to not to do things. That's all for me. Back to you, Mr. Mr. General.
Mr. Grammar Expert. Yeah, Tostmaster Kwan. Congratulations. But all the Toastmasters, don't worry about your pronunciation, your accent in English. Because as I always say, if you go to have the meeting in Penang, they say, now I call the meeting number 20 to order. Not to order, to order. And then in Singapore, quite the same. The T is not the T. Yesterday, so one group of people asked me about the use of languages like English, how do you make it? I say now in international, global English. Don't worry about that. Because if you study the American pronunciation, the accent, sometimes there were a lot of difference. from different group of people, even from the same country, America. I thought that George Bernard Shaw used to say that the British, if I'm right, the British and Americans are two people who are divided by the same language they speak. Because if you were in London and then you spoke American, somebody got, I couldn't hardly understand that with the accent. The same. My son told me that when he was at the restaurant, an American and a worker in London, the laborer, almost got into a fight because of the misunderstanding of certain words. You believe it or not, that is the truth. So we have to be very careful, that's all. All the rest will be the same. Because mostly American normally seldom open their mouth. Usually ladies are German, especially from Texas. They went to drop. My brother and I went to have a meeting with the Texan, and then you said, but the airplane drop. My brother said, what drop mean? I say he means drop. Yeah, the drop and drop words. So don't worry about that if we still can understand. Pronounce it clearly, that's all. So I do believe that every one of us can do it. But practice every day. For example, don't say word by word. I will go. I'll go. That's why sometimes you heard someone say, I'm gonna go. You say, what gonna? What gonna? Actually, I'm going, I'm gonna. They speak a bit fast. But don't worry about that. Just keep on practicing. The only thing in Thailand, sometimes the G, good, very difficult for us sometimes. When we say good, we say good, like with Gokai. We say very good. Actually, it's very G, good or good. Yeah, with the G. That's all. Yeah, so don't worry about that. Keep on coming to the meeting and speak up every time you have the opportunity. Give yourself a big round of applause. And now, come to the last speaker, social tolerable danger, Tostmaster Pride. I would like to invite her personal evaluator, future distinguished Tostmaster Bajaj.
Me again. Fellow Toastmasters, especially Toastmaster Pride, on project number 2, Organize Your Speech, topic of social terrible danger. I like this topic because it's so much in time. We are using the social all the time. So I like the topic very much. As for the Organize Your Speech, in Organize Your Speech you should have a good introduction, a good body, and a good conclusion. Actually, I believe that you had a good, it was well organized. You did have a good opening because the way you started presenting about the social situation, and you gave us a lot of information, which was a good body. Conclusion was also good, in my opinion, but conclusion, because no matter how good a speech is, there's always a room that we can get better and improve more. I thought the conclusion, we can make it a little bit stronger. Like, for example, I don't use Facebook myself. I only use some of Line, and that also I'm not so good. Maybe because of I'm so young, so I don't know how to use. But I use a lot of WhatsApp. So that's the most that I use. But Facebook, I don't know. But I like the information that you gave us about Facebook depression syndrome. Because all this kind of online thing we use too much. It's very easy to get depressed in today's society. So we have to make sure that we keep ourselves happy, keep coming to Toastmasters, and we will not get depressed. That's for sure. So I thought on the conclusion, if you said that try to use limited way and try to use the social in such a way that it will benefit you more than damage you, will not hurt your eyes, and you will be able to avoid the Facebook depression syndrome. Just a little bit more power, but otherwise, all in all, I felt that you have a very good personality, and you connected well with the audience. Of course, you were looking at some of the notes, which perhaps, as you go on, you can do without notes. But even I need notes. Even I have the notes to talk about your speech. So it's okay. But as you get better and better, you will notice that you won't need notes. So all in all, I would say that you gave us good information, and I also learned a lot about Facebook and so on, even though I don't use much. But it is something that we all should use less, which you told us from our health point of view, for our eyes. So all in all, it was a great speech. I'm sure your speeches will get better and better, and you will become a better and better Toastmaster all the time. Congratulations, Mr. G.
Thank you very much, Bajaj. I won't give any more evaluation on you because you have given the thorough evaluation. Thank you very much. And of course, I would like to say congratulations to the speaker. Congratulations. And you know that the topic, that's why we won't touch on the topic. You can put anything, it is the topic. Because when I read it, personally, I feel that, it's a social terrible danger, or social terrible danger, or terrible social danger. Yes, because I know the word social widely used in so many perspectives. Normally, if you just put it social media or something. Now, but for the topic, don't worry about that. You can make people feel that what they want to know, and then you speak what you want. This is the right thing. Sometimes don't try to find it. The topic has to be grammatically clear or no. I don't think it's necessary. So, Mamma, keep on. The first one. Second one, ask, keep on. And how about the last one? Keep on. Project number 3. I would like to say congratulations to you again, Toastmaster. And of course, now I will talk about the physical part. When we come to the lectern, where to stand at this kind of lectern. Don't be too close to the lectern. Only when you are the lecturer or director, like Tostmaster Ponchai at work, probably when you speak, listen to me. Yeah, you see when he stand here, he stood here, he didn't put it this way. Because he is a speaker. Not the boss, not the lecturer at that moment. To give the command. You know, one day I went to one meeting, and then at the military, the Air Force, one commander asked me, when I stand, how should I stand at the lectern? I say as a commander, especially the commander-in-chief, you could do anything. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. I know one will protest. But in public, if you say, ladies and gentlemen, listen to me, probably during the break, and after that they won't come back. Yeah, so it depends. It depends on the situation, the occasion we have to use. Okay, that is one of the most important things. And of course, when we stand here, be at the center. First, focus at the center. We can sometimes stand like this, but mostly focus at the center. How about the microphone? That's the problem. We say when we stand at the center, the microphone should be like this. Sometimes it's not necessary. But don't put the microphone like this. That's a problem. You put the microphone this way, it's still fine. And don't bend at the lectern. Don't bend to the microphone. And don't kiss the microphone, if not necessary. Just stand here, and you can put it somewhere if you like. But the only thing that I call President Ponchai, look here. Arun, be sure that the mouth still focus on that. That's why so always we will put it almost to the front. It's easier for us to focus. When we heard the squeaking sound, don't go and then turn or do something. Just turn a little bit, probably it echo from somewhere. But if it's really annoying, turn it off and use our voice. This is one of the things we do. And of course, other thing is that if you stand too far, people look too apart. Yeah. So don't stand too close, don't stand too far from the lecture. And when we speak, you can speak naturally as you like. But I always say that when we speak with a microphone, we have to listen to our own voice. Sometimes we speak not to hundreds of people, we speak to about like 3 to 4 to 5, we still need microphone. Yeah, how to use it. How to use it. Check first if you have been invited to speak outside, whether it is the singing microphone or the speaking microphone. It's different. In singing, nobody will do. Yeah, then it's still okay. But the speaking one is different, right? And of course, ladies and gentlemen, now we come to one very important part to our report. Don't worry. When you get the report, say, I'm happy. My wife told me, if you did not utter 1 hour in any month, we better divorce. Because when you say, oh so lovely. So be careful. So in Tostmaster, we try not to use it. We try to avoid saying Today we have a new Tostmaster, like Tostmaster Nungmin. Yes, please welcome our culture.
Thank you, Mr. Tostmaster of the day. Fellow Tostmaster and guests, my role as the counter is to count the number of unnecessary sound or repetitive words you use when you are speaking on the stage. Now, I will give you feedback, which is forced to bring your awareness to your speaking and to help you improve your skill. For President, your know-how are very good. Tostmaster of the day, you know-how are good. Word of the day, Tostmaster know-how are very good. Thought of the day, Tostmaster Shirley, know-how are very good. Table topic master TMJ, know-how are very good. Table topic speakers, question 1, answered by TM Fun. Have are 2 times. Question 2, answered by Tostmaster 2. Have are 4 times. Question 3, answered by Tostmaster Jima. Have are 3 times. Question 4, answered by TM are 5 times. Question 5, answered by Tostmaster Tam. Know-how are very good. Previous speakers, Tostmaster Manuel. Know-how are very good. Tostmaster know-how are very good. And Tostmaster Fly, know-how are very good. Time, Tostmaster Huang, know-how are very good. And Gamarian, Tostmaster Guam, know-how are very good. all for my report. Back to you, Tostmaster of the Day.
A professional accountant. I give her a big round of applause. You know, sometimes counting make it appropriate. Yesterday, I went to one new club at AUA, and then their accountant came up and report. Today, number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the last one will be the champion. She ordered 10 hours, 13 hours, 6 and she is our president. Almost 30 hours. Be careful. When as our reporter, if people after more than 10, say just a little more, and then people will know more than 10. Then one gentleman came to my club. He asked to give the first speech. Asked me whether he could give the first speech. He said 4 minutes is too short. I would like to give a 15-minute speech. I said, oh no sir, you try, be the first one. And then he delivered, at his age, I thought 74. Not yet pay the money as a member. And after speaking for 5 minutes or 7 minutes, one accountant coming up, I forgot to tell her, she said, this new member after 56 hours, altogether almost 100, and after the meeting, he disappeared. I called him a number of times. Please come back. She's not intending to embarrass you. He said, I paid the money for the coffee, and then she counted me almost 100 hours. I called him about 10 times, and he came back to the club and delivered speeches, becoming our member. And he finished his project number 10. So ladies and gentlemen, don't underestimate yourself. Don't be so easily slighted. When you come to this club, keep your heart open. And then you keep on practicing. That will be the great thing. This is one of the most important things. I congratulate the president and his team. They work so hard until up to this moment, before all of you coming as a rising star. There is the solid foundation of Tostmaster and this organization. Give our president and the team a big round of applause. It's not easy. Yes, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, since we have a little time, I would like to ask a certain question. Yes, how did you feel when you joined Tostmasters? Particularly to our president first, so that you can learn something from him. How he felt, why he had to form the club. It's not easy. I always say that forming a Tostmasters club is more difficult than forming a company. I was a CEO of the company before. When I joined Tostmasters, I felt that if you could be a good Toastmasters, a good leader, nothing is impossible for you in life. This is the most difficult center for leaders. Because of what? We use the word of persuasion. The power of persuasion. We don't force people. We invite. Sometimes it seems like compelling, but not. We give the best opportunity, and then the passionate leaders will grab it. And one of the things, when we open the club, when it's going halfway, like climbing the mountain, hundreds of people start at the foot of the hill. When we are climbing, after 2 hours, turn back, 100, only 50 left. You believe it or not? Even for themselves, for our own achievement, halfway we say bye-bye. And then When about to the top, the leader turned back. Oh, only 15. So at the end, maybe only 2 to 3 there. So this is the kind of achievements we leaders need to promote. Make people alert. Don't say I am too old. Don't say my job is an accountant. I don't have to speak. 29 years ago, I talked to a lot of accountants. They said, as accountant, we don't speak. We could not account. But actually, accountants, we have to speak. Otherwise, how can people know about it? Yesterday, as HUA, I saw them put implications for the management. Prepare yourself for the new skill set for the next decade. So I asked them, did you think that current technology make people more successful? And what the key success that most people got from the new technology? It's not the technology itself. It is the teamwork. The power of communication makes Steve Jobs or whoever, Bill Gates, Jack Ma, successful. It's not about the technology. Jack Ma taught English, didn't know much about IT actually. Steve Jobs couldn't work alone. Even when we look at Steve Jobs, we say you are the most successful. But in this new millennium, no specific person that can make the thing successful unless he or she gets a good team and unless they communicate more effectively. In the year 2000, I went to Malaysia, and then one doctor told me that from now on, speaking businesses will be dropping to the bottom. I said, I totally disagree with you. The more computers we have, the more speeches we have to make. The more opportunities for trainers on speaking. Because you cannot be successful without speaking with your boss, with your partners, with your coordinators or whoever. So keep on. That's why he then set the center in Bangkok and got the money. So don't think that the business is not good, economy is not good, and then we will say, oh, we have no opportunity. Make it the opportunity. Every one of us can make it. When I look at your age, I feel so young. I told my son, plan for the future with the power of words. Be a speaker. At first he said, no, Dad, I have a PhD. I thought it's enough. I said, it's not enough. You have to go on, visualize that one day you will speak to thousands of people as a speaker. That is the successful point. He said, could it? And I would like to tell you, in October, he has been invited to speak at St. Marina, Singapore. There will be about 2,000 to 3,000 people listening to him. Visualize that I will make a difference, and we can. So I will believe that this club, I and Ajahn will be discussing, since we are having a new team coming. We are having a new team coming, and we are opening more clubs. Sometimes we may miss the meeting, but we have new team. So all of you will build the foundation and keep on, without stopping. This is the most important thing. I would like to leave this message. That's because both of us and Ajahn Nasarana, even Bajaj being here, seeing that your club has the greatest opportunity, particularly the pioneer of the government sector. That the first time in Thailand, I would like to say, that we have the Director General be the President of the club. The Director work to build a club is not easy. And you people here, when I look at all of you, I feel very happy. And so keep on. And yes, before I ask Tostmaster to say something at the end, I would like to say that for the table topics, you did it mostly below 1 minute. But don't worry about that. I would like to say the first speaker, Tostmaster Kun. Where are you, Tostmaster Kun? Yes, I thought you came here 2 to 3 times or 4 times here to the Tostmaster. You're so daring. When you come up, you get self-confidence. But there's only a little shock. Don't worry about it. Next time when you talk, I prefer cat to dog. Yeah? I prefer cat to dog. And you just say, why do you prefer cat? I love cat because cat is so furry. Beautiful. And I love it so much, and it never argues with me. A cat purr, and it seems that it's my happiness with it. And then you can tell people the example, the reason one day, you know when I was feeding her and what happened? Yeah, and at the end, you pause a little bit. It's already 2 minutes. Keep on. Congratulations. And our next one, President Wan Chai, don't have to talk about him because no one volunteer he came up without any hesitation. That is one of the point. Focus on the answer. Focus on the answer. Quite direct. The only thing you can extend a little bit more to the conclusion. And then it will have very perfect one. So congratulations. And then of course Tostmaster Chima. And she came out with no hesitancy, come and answer. When she answered, I thought she would like to go a little bit more. And she said bye-bye. So quick. That's why only 48 seconds. Don't worry, next time pause a little bit and just say why you would like to invite people to that. Yes. And you know, the thing I felt so happy when I met Chima for the first time. In Tostmaster, we don't care, we don't compare Chima with Arun, with Konchai or whoever. We compare Chima with the yesterday self. And what an improvement. I always say, I compare my yesterday with my today self for a better tomorrow. You know that when Chima came the first time, I remember, oh, I'm gone. Great difference, Chima. Keep on. Congratulations. And of course, I will go with the Tostmaster on. What is the quality when she came up? She's my first. She's my first. Really can tell you exactly what she liked. Yeah, actually that is the great point. And then she tried what in the past. 2 things. Actually, your message could be extended to 2 to 3 minutes easily. If you keep on smiling a little more and then enjoy the drink a little more, I do believe that is very successful. Congratulations. It's the first time, right? Wow, wonderful. Then of course the last one, Tostmaster Tama. Yes, he came up then he said, after the hard work, I thought that after hard work he would bring coffee or what. After the hard work, I have lunch. Actually, that's a good start because after your hard work, that means you hold the whole day or the half the day, and then you have lunch. You may say that after my hard work in the morning, I will eat a lot of food during lunch time, and then you could keep on. Yeah, and after you can make something, then after eating lunch, I feel relaxed. Getting back to work for another 4 hours, I felt hungry again. I feel more relaxed after having dinner. And then it's already 40 seconds. And then you move a little bit on. Yep. Keep on. Tostmaster done. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, so before, yes, I think this is about time. What time is it now? Yes. 3 o'clock. We have a little more time. We don't close the meeting too fast and don't close the meeting too slow. Not too early and not too late. When you have time, for example, if I'm not here, some of you may come up, share a certain speech, or discuss something. Yeah, ask a certain question. Somebody might voice. Like today, I do believe that our president will ask some of you to speak up. Yes, but before that, I would like him to give the answer on why he formulated the program for the TRD Toastmasters, and then try very hard to keep it going. Please welcome you.
Thank you very much, my dear teacher. Thank you very much, everyone in this room. Let you know about I joined TRD Tostmaster 2016 with hope. I will learn how to converse with people. Many people in this room share everything for me. And then I know about the Monday we need to and the last meeting I know Maygo is a doll lucky doll in the Shanghai. Let you know about I know about you know about it. English is very important. And then Tostmaster can be good. Tostmaster. But let that be a question. Why is it here? Why? Give me the result of that course. And the same question. Let me ask Tostmaster, future Tostmaster Hong. The same question.
Why I still yes. For this time? For me, I think this room can improve your English skill and your confidence. So if you still continue to join this room, you will get some profit from it. So at the beginning, every master have a loyal partners. So if you want to practice English here,
give me a result of that course. And let me ask Tostmaster Bank. Are you ready to transform yourself into the better speaker and leader? Are you ready? Are you ready to transform yourself into the better speaker and leader? Yes or no? Easy question.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And ready? Please show your opinion.
Good afternoon ค่ะ วิทยาพรบัณฑิตนะคะ Again?
Why are you here?
For me, first one, my boss. will feeling why take me home, but I'm feeling that and I like it a lot because I see acting from you and move how you can do, and I like technique a lot of you from my yes, I like. Thank you so much for my God.
Before I asked the Mr. Cameraman, I saw the ready. Oh, okay. Sorry. Look at me, Mr. Cameraman. Hello? No. How do you feel this meeting?
This meeting is very good.
For me, I love Tostmaster. I love everyone because we are family. Yes, we can. And then I think we hope you will attend to come to this meeting. Before I proceed, please welcome Vivian Ajaran to give a reward for everyone.
Yes, thank you very much for sharing your experience. Give him another big round of applause. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, so one of the things to be a good speaker is to practice, and practice. That's all. No shortcut, only long cut. Yes, when we practice every day, you know when I feel so proud and been in Tostmaster for 29 years because every time I heard that people change their life, then it is so beautiful. And then when I heard some of you interested in doing it, that's good. Like yesterday at AUA, or the staff all actually use English in their normal life. And then they hesitated to join us in the speaking club. And after my speech, and at the end, one lady stood up, I thought I could do it, as you said. That's why I said, oh, everything, my tiredness gone. I felt strong again. Oh, wow. People realize it and took action. So please keep on doing it. I say keep on many times today because I don't want things to stop at one very important point. I always say that procrastination is the root of all evil. So don't procrastinate. And of course today, actually from your committee, there is 2 prizes, 2 presents. The award, normally at our club we have the award too. Yes. At the end of the meeting we say who is the best table topics respondent, who is the best prepared speech speaker. And normally we have who is the best personal evaluator. When you have your own team of personal evaluators, you can do that. Yes, and of course now I will announce it is like the academy. This is Academy Award on the red carpet. We say, ladies and gentlemen, now I'm going to announce the following awards: the Best Table Topics Award and the Best Prepared Speech Award. Are you ready for that? Yes. So I'm going to announce the Best Table Topics Respondent. Music! It goes to our President, Tostmaster Yes. And of course now, the Best Prepared Speech Speaker goes to Are you ready? Tostmaster Pride! I'm going to have our president to present this. To Tostmaster. Yes. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, when we come to the club every time, jot down something. Now or when you have left the club, think what I learned today. Am I a good listener? Do I listen analytically? Do I think creatively? And how I can apply to my work? Can I speak more logically in the future? These three things, keep it with you. You will be successful for life. Back to you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your share experience. And then, before closing, I have a cover to closing. I think it's a holy cover, right? Because I can't open my cover, I can't close my cover of me. Okay? The next meeting, number 50, you will be attend to join us in the same room, in the same time. Don't worry, don't fear, don't carry anything, don't carry your boss. Okay. I hope see you again in the meeting, and I will be host now.